So we're finally here at the cathedral. It is so beautiful. It is sunny, but it's kind of an overcast day, and it is probably gonna rain. The worst part is I've come to Nicaragua, and it tells me the weather for the next 7 days is gonna rain. So I am up against the nature, and there's some beautiful graffiti. If I can walk towards that initially, but it's so historic, and it is so beautiful to be in parts of Central America, trying to know the colonial culture here, and this is just beautiful. And I hope I can use the camera inside the cathedral. I tried asking someone and they wouldn't know, so let me go check inside if I can take some pictures. So before I walk into the cathedral, there's a McDonald's just opposite to it. I'm telling you guys, McDonald's is everywhere, the corporation. But this is the cathedral itself. A quick wiki tells me this was constructed in 1860, which is a super long time ago. Sorry, my math is a bit weak and I cannot tell you how many years that is. This is the biggest cathedral in Central America. Again, courtesy wiki, thank you so much. But it is super peaceful and quiet and beautiful. And I'm pretty sure you're allowed to use cameras here. This is one of those places which is pretty touristy. So this is a bit more around the city of Leon. I'm still at the cathedral. If you see to the left, the weather's really getting overcast as of now, but I'm trying to source a ticket to go to the rooftop. It was $3 USD, but you can get a really good view of the cathedral. And I don't know why there's so much traffic. I don't know if there's a protest today or there's something else, or is it? I can see cops. I'm thinking it is a protest of some kind. I am unsure, but the city itself is beautiful, and it feels pretty safe. I just want to say that again, so people don't get weirded out because of the protests. So this is the city of Leon. As you can see, I don't know if the camera captures it, but you can literally see the rain at some of the spots. You can see it downpour. But it is gorgeous. The colonial architecture is beautiful, and I would definitely recommend people to come to Nicaragua and come to Leon. So this is the church itself, and as you can see, there are literally no tourists here, and it's around 11:30 a.m. in the morning. It is so beautiful. But last night when I reached Granada, it was entirely full with people worshiping. So I think they're pretty big on religion here. That's what I've seen in the country and in the churches itself. Again, I want to be respectful, so if someone tells me to stop, I'm definitely going to stop. But I don't even see anyone here. But it is so big for such a small town. I feel like the entire town, if they want to fit in here, they can, and they can pray together. But it is extremely, extremely beautiful, and it is so peaceful on the inside. But I think with the revolution that happened in Nicaragua last year, a lot of tourists have stopped coming here. I felt pretty safe. Again, I said that in the video in Leon. But I think it is the off season as well, because it is kind of the rainy season. But it is pretty beautiful. I'll go up to the bell tower and get a view of the city as well. So this is the bell tower. As you can see, it's a steep climb. And this looks even wider, but if you go down, the steps are even smaller, and it's probably one person at a time. But as you can see, the architecture, again, that's a church. And I'll try to zoom in a bit if I can and show you some of the good stuff. But you can see how small the town literally is, and it is so beautiful. If I try and move to the other side, you can see at some of the places it's already raining. Thankfully it's not here, but it's not super high, but it is a gorgeous view, and you can get the entirety of the city. And I hope you guys can see the lake in the far off distance. So there are beaches there, you can walk to it, you can take a cab. So this is the Central Park in Granada. As you can see, it's super touristy. You can see a lot of the colonial architectures, and it is extremely busy, very touristy, but it is beautiful as well. And that right there is the cathedral, and the previous one that we went to was a church. We'll go inside that one too, and I don't know if I can film inside or not. But the central square, there are a lot of hotels, restaurants, which are pretty expensive as well. In 2 days, since I didn't find a proper vegetarian meal, I found one restaurant here. It's called Garden Cafe. Really good food, but it's extremely expensive. Like a bowl of pasta was $7 US, or I think it was $8 US, sorry. And considering I'm staying a night at the hostel for $7 US is basically one night's stay for, you know, just a bowl of pasta. And this is more touristy, I feel, than Leon. It is much, I think, bigger, grander, however you want to put it. But it's nice. I actually literally feel like I'm part of a revolution, you know, seeing these central squares with these buildings. It feels kind of weird. I'm not getting the correct word for it, but you genuinely feel that something's going to happen, and that if you were part of, you know, that historical period, you would be somewhere here, probably dying. I don't want to say that. So I'm here at the lake in Granada, and as you can see, there's literally not a single tourist here. It's just me and some of the locals trying to sell me kayaks or something else. The walk down here was pretty beautiful, but that's just the 5 minutes. You know, the last 5 minutes I've made it kind of for the tourists. But if you walk, you know, just beyond that 5 minutes, you would see you know, the actual living conditions of the people here, and the poverty, and how they live. But I just wanted to show you, you know, the real Granada, how people live and how their lives are. So this is if you walk. Like, I wouldn't want to walk with my entire camera set up here, and people are kind of staring. And it is getting quite dark, and I don't see any tourists here. But at night, you would want to be careful walking with a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't want to walk this path at night with all the heavy equipment. It can get a bit dangerous, I would say. But I hope you guys can see what, you know, it really looks like. And pro tip, I'm walking in flip-flops. Yeah, technically I shouldn't be, just in case if someone tries to mug me, or if someone tries to you know, just chase me or something. I will not be able to run in flip-flops. I would want to have a pair of sneakers on. This is just a pro tip if you're going to these countries. But yeah, as I said before in all the videos, I kind of feel pretty safe in Nicaragua, unlike Dominican. And I think for tomorrow, let's see, I'm yet to decide where I'm supposed to go. So I'll catch up on the vlog tomorrow, and if there's anything else to add, I'll add. But if not, I'll go check out a new place tomorrow.